Badlands was an area that I had wanted to explore for a number of years, and I was ecstatic we finally got the chance to make it out there. We decided to do the Bisti Wash Loop, which covers about 7 miles overall. This place was truly like no other. It had alien-like terrain that made us feel like we were on a different planet. We arrived from Farmington, and the road proved to be manageable and nothing too difficult. There was plenty of parking, but 30 minutes after arriving, we were joined by other explorers as well. This particular section was the Chocolate Hoodos segment. The path laid out by All Trails wasn't an actual trail, and it served to be more of a suggestion of where to go. You could easily blaze your own trail and get lost exploring the many washes out there. The weather was a little chilly and a little breezy, which eventually turned to very windy towards the end of the day. The only animals we saw out there were a couple of ravens out in the distance. It wasn't hard to imagine that many animals don't populate the Badlands, because why would they? Another interesting section was the cracked eggs, or dinosaur egg section, as some designate them as. The designs on them were phenomenal. The swirl designs weren't just flat markings on those rocks. No, they were dimensional layers separating one color from the next, and it was quite obvious when touched. This one in particular looked like a scrunched up top hat. I thought it was fascinating. At this moment in the hike, we decided to take a lunch break and enjoy our well-earned lunchtime goodies. Kristen had made us some PB&J sandwiches, and she was nice enough to add almonds in mine, which I really looked forward to. We sheltered in this area to try and block the wind, and to try and enjoy some privacy as there were numerous hikers on the trail at this point. It didn't last long, as we did see 2 people coming through the canyon that was right in front of us. As a matter of fact, they did notice me talking to my camera at this moment. Unfazed, I just continued to record. This was an interesting section. At first, it looked like a labyrinth through tall hoodos, but the deeper we got, the more we noticed these logs along the path. These logs were laid out in random positions. As it turned out, these were pieces of petrified wood. This one in particular was fascinating. It almost served as a tabletop of this sandstone rock. What didn't translate well to video was the brilliant colors of lichen, especially the greens. Quite amazing. After this, we decided to continue our journey. Badlands wilderness is vast and covers about 45,000 acres. One could easily spend a whole week out there and still be lacking in exploring everything the wilderness had to offer. This rock in the distance was called the tabletop, a fascinating point of interest. It reminded me of a particular cheesecake I had one time. I guess I was a little hungry. We were dazzled everywhere we looked, as it was so much to take in. About 30 minutes east from the tabletops, we saw another point of interest, called the Eagle's Nest. Now I thought it had this name designation believing it was a rock-shaped nest above a rock structure, but upon closer inspection, to my surprise, it turned out to be an actual nest. It was amazing to see this out there. 1,000 pardons, but I do lack knowledge in the ideal habitat for eagles, and did not realize they could dwell in the desert. Kristen has an encyclopedic mind when it comes to animal facts, and she pointed out that it could have been a bald eagle or a golden eagle that resided up there. The desert was full of surprises. After this, we decided to head back as we were a little tired and the winds had picked up significantly. It turned out to be a fantastic adventure. Well, friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Like and comment to show your appreciation. Sub to the channel to see more videos like this. Remember to go into the great outdoors and be epic.